What is up, guys? MiniBean75 here, and today I am back with another build in Minecraft. This, guys, is going to be my Pirate Treasure Island. Before I go too far, I wanted to make a couple things. First off, I'm going to make a disclaimer, especially regarding the ship. I am not an expert on 16th century ships or pirate ships or anything like that. I barely know the terminology for what parts of the ship are, so I just wanted to make that disclaimer. I'm a Minecraft builder, not a ship expert. Alright, let's proceed. Second thing is, towards the end of the video, guys, I'm going to explain a little challenge for anyone who wants to take it, or anyone who just wants to download the map and try to find the treasure itself. Somewhere on this map is a large amount of treasure, and like I said, I'll go through it a little bit later on, but if you decide that you want to go through and look for it, absolutely do so. If you're somebody who wants to try to do it quick, the first person to comment, I'm going to pin a comment at the bottom of this video, the first person to comment down in the comments and tell me exactly what is in the treasure chest will get a shout out in the next video. With that being said, guys, I am going to quit rambling. Let's get into the video. Okay, guys, so first things first on this island, we're just going to take a look at the actual island itself quick, since there's going to be much less to look at in the island than there will actually be for the ship. So the island itself is just going to be, you know, a typical tropical island. And then in the center here, as you guys can see, I've built a giant mountain. And I did build I built this whole mountain myself. Did all the terraforming and everything like that. Anybody who watches the time lapse when that eventually comes out will get to see that. And then I did go through and I put this awesome looking skull, and it's embedded into the mountain. This skull, however, I did actually use a guide for this of somewhat similar layout. I will post the link to the guide that I used in the description down below, but that guide was super helpful. This was something that I wanted to do for the Pirate Island. I thought having a big skull somewhere embedded in the island would be sweet. And then inside here, we'll pop in here and take a look. I don't want to show too much just for the sake of anybody who is going to go through and try to actually look for the treasure, but I will show you inside here. There's a cave and there is a skeleton. It looks like somebody met his maker. And then in here on this side, I thought this part was pretty cool over here. I built like a lagoon. It's kind of dark in here, but inside of here we've got the stalagmites or stalactites, whatever one points up. We've got a bunch of water down here, and then there's actually a waterfall in here. And then obviously the cobwebs and stuff, just making it look really cool. But yeah, so inside of the mountain, there is a whole cave too. That obviously, you know, an island like this, who knows the last time anybody was here. And yeah, I mean, somewhere, maybe the treasure's in there. I don't know. I don't want to say anything that's going to give it away, because I did try to make like a cool little scavenger hunt for it. Anyway, let's pop over now and let's take a look at the pirate ship. Okay, guys, so the pirate ship itself, I am absolutely ecstatic with it. It turned out honestly better than I would have expected. Like I said, this is something that for years I've wanted to build a really cool looking pirate ship, and I've never tackled it, and honestly, I didn't know if it was something that I was going to be able to do or not, but I'll tell you guys what, it looks unbelievable. I love how the sails look. I wish that I wish that they had like ropes or something that I could use diagonally rather than using the stained glass like I did. But overall, yeah, I think it's awesome. I love the color scheme, how I went with the dark oak planks for the actual ship. Then I used some black concrete to kind of give it that dark, piratey look that we're looking for. And then I added the crimson bricks in there because red and black is just awesome. They're my two favorite colors. And then just, you know, I just feel like this screams pirate ship. The only thing I didn't do that I initially wanted to, I wanted to put skull and crossbones on some of the sails. And it's just, I was like, you know what, it looks good the way it is. So I decided to leave it. But I did go through and we've got some skull and crossbones flags up on each of the masts for the ship. So I think that looks pretty sweet. And then I'm just trying to look at anything else cool I kind of want to show you guys. We've got the platforms here that they'll climb up. We've got this rigging. I honestly don't know what this stuff's called. It's just like ropes that are like intertwined that they mount on the sides and then all the way at the top of the mast. But I've got those in there, so that looks pretty sweet. We've got barrels and stuff on the top deck. Now, this part of the ship, I had never seen this before until I started watching the show Black Sails. That's what honestly gave me the inspiration to do this. But I loved how on their ships in that show, they've got basically how it is like this, like the main deck in the center. There's just some beams that kind of go across to kind of keep everything in shape. But other than that, it's just kind of a balcony around, and then they can go down to where the gun deck is. But we're going to skip that just for a moment. We're going to pop up and take a look at this area up here. This is going to be where the guy who's driving it's going to be, and then anybody who's navigating. There's going to be some different telescopes and stuff. I'm not opening any chests because it's part of the scavenger hunt. I'll explain in a little bit. But yeah, so we've got that area there. Now, if we pop into here, this is going to be more of like the crew, like the master's quarters, like I think is what they'd call it. Like the quartermaster, first mate, people like that, like the higher ups on the crew are going to have access to this room. We've got a couple cannons in here, and then like I'll show you this one. In all these barrels next to the cannons, we've got some fire charges. They're supposed to be our cannonballs, and then we've got gunpowder. I didn't make the cannons fireable because the way the ship looked, it was too much. But I think these look like, honestly, they look like real cannons, so I'm not going to complain. And then in here, this is going to be the captain's quarters. And if we go in here, I love in Minecraft how I can do the maps. So here is the map of the island, and I think it looks absolutely awesome. So yeah, somewhere on this map is some buried treasure. And we've just got a sword, some candles. I put the little balcony back here so that whenever the captain, if they're going anywhere, the captain can kind of chill, go take a look, just go take a deep breath. Who knows? We pop down here. This is actually going to be where the captain sleeps. So he's got like a sea trunk there, his bed. Looks like that. We've got a book there. Maybe that's a diary. Wink, wink. And then if we pop over here, this is going to be the kitchen. Now, on a ship, I don't know if it's called a kitchen. It might be the galley. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, not a ship expert. But in here, we've got the area where the cooks are going to be taking care of the food. All these barrels are filled with stuff. We've got a smoker there, and then we've got an area here. This is what they'd use to make, like, stew. And then we'll pop back out here. And on this deck here, this is called, I think they call it the gun deck, I think, something like that. Basically, obviously, this is where all of the cannons are, which I really love how it looks. We'll pop back out quick so you can kind of take a look at the outside. We've got all the trapdoors in here, just like they did on pirate ships. And then on this deck, it's just absolutely full of cannons. Anytime that they're going to be in any sort of a fight, pretty much a majority of the crew, this is where they're going to be located during the fight, unless they have to hop over to go overboard to go, onto another ship, or unless they're getting raided for whatever reason. Pretty much this is where everybody's going to be. And then if we pop in here, this is going to be the main sleep area for the crew. Most of the crew is just, a lot of the times, honestly, on a lot of the ships, I think they actually had hammocks. But Minecraft, obviously, that's not an option. But yeah, this is just going to be a small little area pretty much just for the crew to sleep, in shifts or however they would do it. Down here is going to go towards the hull. We'll show that in a second. Not the hull, the hold? The hull? I don't know. It's different terminology. It's where they're going to store all the stuff. It's like the cargo hold. But basically, like, whenever they do it, they'll hook up a thing to one of the masts, and they kind of use like a crane system and like pulleys, and that's how they lower stuff in here. It's pretty sweet. If we go back here, did I already look in this room? Yes. Okay. So, sorry, it gets a little confusing. Now we're going to pop downstairs even farther. Now this area down here is going to be pretty much the main crew, like the quartermaster and all of them. This is going to be where they sleep. They're going to have slightly, their own separate rooms rather than kind of the communal sleeping arrangements. And then on each side here, that's where they go potty. And then, yeah, so we've got the little bathroom areas there. We've got more storage with barrels and stuff here. We pop back here. This is going to be where the crew is going to eat. It's very cramped, but obviously it's a boat. It's a ship. There's not a lot of space to begin with anyways. But yeah, this is where the entire crew is going to chill, eat, and do all the things they do. And then, obviously, like I said, that takes us down into the hold. Let me pop down here. and this area is just full of barrels. This is, like I said, this is where anything that they've taken or they're moving, whatever, or any just extra supplies, it's all going to be stored down here. Back here, same thing. We've just got some more storage back here. Maybe some more important storage, because we've got actual chests rather than just barrels. And then back, this is the brig. This is going to be where anytime they have to put anybody in the sea, we'll call it sea jail. That's where they're going to go, is down here. And then if we pop back out here, there's one last little spot to look at in the ship. This is basically just going to be an area where they have extra stuff. So, we've got some extra, the extra rigging for the ropes. We've got a barrel there. We've got some extra sails, extra pieces for the mast, extra chains, stuff like that. Oh, actually, I think there is one spot I might have missed. The inside actually doesn't matter. I'll just show you on the outside. It's just where I put an anchor in. I thought that was something that was cool. Let me pop up to the front. So yeah, so if we go up towards the front, right here, there's actually a room that connects to right there. But then if we follow this chain all the way down, we've got a big old anchor at the bottom of the ocean. And yeah, I know realistically, if this ship was sitting like this, none of the sails would be down. They would all obviously be up. They would look more like this one up here at the front. But that doesn't look cool. It looks cool when I've got different sails and they're all facing, certain directions and whatnot. So yeah, I think this looks absolutely awesome, guys. I know I've been rambling a ton. I was literally up all night last night finishing this thing up. And I'm going to be leaving within the next hour or so to be gone for the weekend. So I have worked my ass off to get this thing done. But I am super, super happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys like it. Now, if you don't care about the scavenger hunt, you're good to go. Thanks for watching. If you do care about the scavenger hunt, stick around and I'm just going to give you the quick lowdown on that. Okay, guys, so you're still here. You're interested in the scavenger hunt. Whether you're someone who's interested in doing it quickly or someone who's just interested in doing it at all, this little section right here is going to be for you. So, as I briefly explained at the beginning of the video, somewhere on this island there is buried treasure. Now, it is very specific because there may not be only one chest, okay? But you will know when you find the right chest. This chest the word has it that Captain Blackblock, that's what the captain's name is here. Captain Blackblock, the rumor is that years ago he hid a fortune just beyond imagining. So the word has it somewhere on this island he buried this treasure. So if you can find this treasure and tell me exactly what is inside of it and the way it's placed, honestly, because I think that would just be cool. Just a little description. You'll understand it when you see it. But the first person to comment on the pinned comment that I'm going to have on this video, they will get a shout out in my next big build, whatever that may be. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I definitely enjoyed making this build. It looks awesome. I'm really curious to see if anybody can find the treasure. I'm curious to see if anybody can kind of see the story that I tried to develop with it. You're definitely going to want to look through the barrels and stuff, and who knows? There's a lot to try to find. So, with all that being said, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that jazz as usual. But yeah, I had a ton of fun making this, guys. I'm really proud of it. I hope you guys like it. Other than that, I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.